So this is a meditation that I don't know if it has a specific name, but it's kind of like white and black meditation, and it's a visualization one that I learned in the Kopan Monastery, just outside of Kathmandu, um, when I was doing some meditation there. And this is it's a visualization meditation where we breathe in white light and we breathe out black smoke, and we kind of add meaning and intention to the action of breathing. And so visualization helps us make intention more tangible. And so when we put forth intention, what what we're doing is we're kind of creating an energy for something to happen. And so when we're breathing in the white light, we're creating that intention to to have that healing energy inside of us. And so we're imagining breathing in that healing white light, and we'll imagine that coming into our lungs and then from there flowing through the body, kind of same as oxygen would through our blood. Um, and so you can just imagine that kind of just flowing and going through everywhere and entering the brain and entering the organs and going everywhere in the body. And if you're having specific soreness somewhere in your body, like for me, my wrist is quite sore. I've been wearing a wrist brace, and so and I've also been having some extra tension in my upper shoulders and neck. So I could maybe breathe into those locations for additional support, additional healing. And the other aspect is when we're breathing out that black smoke, we're letting go of things that we're holding on to. There's a wonderful expression that is maybe becoming a cliche, but it's very powerful expression, and if you really listen to it, and it's letting go of what we're holding on to that no longer serves us. So we're letting go, we're holding on to something, and it's no longer serving us. So why are we still holding on to that? So we can let it go as we exhale, and we can imagine that whatever it is we're holding on to, we can imagine letting go of it in a form of black smoke kind of disappearing, dissipating into nothing, or even kind of being vaporized by the energy or the white light that we're creating in front of us. So that's the concept here, and it's been done, for centuries and millennia in Buddhist tradition, and probably in other ones as well. So whenever you're ready, you can find yourself in a nice, comfortable seat. You can also lie down if you prefer, and if you're new to sitting, you can easily sit against something. Maybe you have a pillar in your room or against a wall. Um, and that will give you additional back support. So when you're not used to kind of sitting upright, you're going to be using your muscles in a new way, and it might cause some pain or tension. And to alleviate that, we can just kind of get close to a wall and sit straight against that. So that'll make it easier to sit for the 10-20 minutes we're going to be doing here. So find yourself in your comfortable spot, and you can kind of raise your hips and bring them back down once you get your legs crossed, however is comfortable. And that way your hips are able to realign themselves into their natural kind of position. And then sit comfortably on your sitting bones, so the weight is kind of evenly distributed to either side. And then pretend that there's a string on the top of your head if you're sitting, and pull that straight up to the ceiling. It's pulling you up. Your neck is straight, your back is up, everything's poof, and then you let it go. So you do that a couple times, and you'll kind of fall into that straight but relaxed sitting position. And they also call it sitting with dignity. So it kind of gives you a really good kind of presence of mind when you say sitting with dignity. What does that look like? And then when you find that, you can tuck your chin gently, very slightly towards your chest to reduce tension in your neck. You can just rest your hands down on your legs or put one on top of the other on top of your lap. And then just have your elbows underneath the shoulders and make sure your shoulders are relaxed and down and not tucked up, but just nice and relaxed. And then rest your tongue on the roof of your mouth, just where the incisors kind of meet the gums. That's the natural resting place for the tongue if you've never noticed. And then you can bring a smile to your face, take in a nice deep breath, and then relax your cheeks. You can relax your eyes, relax your eyebrows and your forehead, and then bring your attention to your scalp and just relax that as well. Find your breath and find whatever space you're in right now. How do you feel in this moment? Just building in that ability to check in with yourself and just acknowledge what's going on. And you can just acknowledge that free of judgment with complete acceptance. And with practice, we can bring compassion to it as well. Just knowing that however we feel is completely okay. So now that we're here, let's imagine we're just going to focus on our inhale. So just imagine some source of just healing white light. It could be kind of like a glowing white flame, like a fire, ever burning white light fire. Or maybe you can imagine a candle with a big enough flame for you to breathe in its essence. I like to imagine a kind of swirling orb of white light misting around its edges, just kind of floating in front of me. And then when I breathe in, and when you breathe in, just breathe in. Just picture that white light coming in through your nostrils, down your throat, into your lungs, filling them up. And just kind of get comfortable with that image. Every inhale, you're bringing in new and more healing energy. And imagine that that energy is exploring and growing and flowing through your body. You can kind of imagine it flowing in all directions, flowing down your arms, feeling perhaps a tingling sensation as the healing light flows from your shoulders down to your elbows, to your wrists, through your hands, and then flowing down from your torso down to your hips, flowing through your legs, down to your knees, down to your ankles, through your feet and toes. And just imagine your whole body glowing now with this healing white energy. Imagine it flowing up too. It's flowing through your neck, flowing through your head, encompassing the entirety of your brain, giving it new energy, new abilities to learn, and remember, and grow neural connections. Just a few more breaths. And now we can put our attention onto the exhale, and we're breathing out anything we no longer have use for. We're letting go of that which no longer serves us. So try to think, what is it? What's something that you're holding on to that you no longer giving you any benefit? It can be a grudge, it can be a pain, it can be a memory or an anxiety, a worry. What is it that you're holding on to right now? Or maybe that you've been holding on to for a while. And just imagine letting that go as you breathe out. Imagine it in your mind's eye, just being exhaled as black smoke, turning into nothing. Now, for the next few breaths, imagine breathing in that healing light. Just breathe in however feels comfortable. It can be very full, it can be a little shallow, it can be 4 seconds or 10 seconds. Breathe in whatever feels comfortable. And breathe in that white light. And when you breathe out, just feel any negative energy that's being held inside you being released in the form of black smoke, or maybe another image works better for you. Breathing in, white, pure, healing, light, feeling it flow throughout your body, healing what needs healing. And breathing out that which no longer serves us. And breathing out negative energy, pain, suffering, grief, jealousy. Breathing any of that out as black smoke. And now as you breathe in that healing light energy, you can imagine um, kind of that representing some kind of character trait or virtue you want to instill more of. So when you're breathing in, you can kind of note to yourself like confidence, confidence, confidence. And then when you're breathing out, you can kind of acknowledge something that you're trying to let go of or reduce in yourself. So you can breathe in confidence and breathe out fear, or breathe out low self-esteem, and still imagining that healing energy coming in and that black smoke going out. Or maybe you want to breathe in joy and try to let go of sadness. Or you can breathe in energy and breathe out laziness or lethargy. So now let's practice for a few breaths. Let's breathe in gratitude, feeling grateful, feeling blessed, feeling lucky. And then when we breathe out, we can let go of envy and conceitedness, that sense of feeling like I deserve something, but instead being grateful for it, being grateful for what you have, what we have. Breathing in gratitude, letting go of shoulds. And take one final breath. Breath in, breath out. Come into your body, and we'll do a short gratitude journal right now at the end of our meditation. So just think about what you are grateful for. And let's complete this sentence. So I am grateful for X because Y. Anything in the world that you can think of. And then when you finish your phrase and acknowledging that gratitude, say thank you, or think to yourself, thank you. And when you do, allow that gratitude to kind of be felt in the body, brought into the body. Saying the sentence is kind of an intellectual practice. And saying thank you, we can feel what gratitude is at what gratitude is as a sensation in the body. So let's try another one. Let's think, what is something about today that you are grateful for? And then bring that into your being with a thank you. And one more thing to be grateful for is, what is something about yourself that you are grateful for? And notice what that feeling is like with a thank you. And with that, you can take a deep breath, come back to the body, come back to your room or your space. And you can wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes and feel into the body. Does it want to move in any particular way? And just go ahead and feel it out and listen to it and move whatever it wants to do. So, thank you very much for being a part of this meditation today. I hope you found it valuable. If you had a hard time with the imagining, with the visualizing, that just comes with practice. It's the more you do it, it's just the easier, the more detail, the more feeling, and like the more vivid it is, the more powerful that the exercise is going to be. And getting that detail is just repetition, because now you've created whatever imagery you created. And when you do it a second time, you'll kind of already have that baseline um, imagery, and you'll be able to kind of build on top of it. And so if you do this, every day for a week, then you will see a very clear difference between this meditation and that seventh one. The same thing would be true if you were practicing drawing and you drew an image today and it's the first time you ever, started drawing. And then tomorrow you try it again and you try it again and you try it again, and you're going to notice that your image, whatever you're drawing, is going to be a little bit better and a little bit better until you get to whatever point you get to. So the same is true with, drawing in your mind's eye. It's the same thing. So with that, I hope you had a nice time and have a very nice evening or a nice day. Namaste.